Welcome to another Dragon Ball Super episode discussion. This time we're looking at episode 38. Universe 6's strongest assassin hit fights Vegeta. And this is a pretty intense episode. It starts off with them talking about Hit and about how calm he is, how seamless he is, and then Beerus uses an energy beam to ding the starting bell, and then it kind of knocks MONAKA out of his trance. Vegeta immediately goes Super Saiyan Blue, and just the sight of Vegeta scares the crap out of MONAKA. And then he quickly gains his composure back and just kind of acts checks to see no one was looking at him. And then the fight. This is a kind of a weird fight because Vegeta takes a very unique stance. He just kind of likes to slouch over with his arms dangling around. Very weird, but he is quickly get knocked down by Hit, and everyone is just amazed by the speed that Hit has, and it grows. Vegeta keeps on making comments about when he moves, he's invisible for an instant. Can't sense him, can't see him, nothing. So a couple failed attacks later, we get the gang has started discussing about is he using instant transmission? Is he teleporting? Is he just becoming invisible or what? But then it was actually the Galactic Patrol King that said that he's probably using Time Leap, which is kind of like what Gildo would do, but much shorter, where he would skip a moment in time for only 0.1 seconds, which does not seem like a lot, but when the fight where everyone's moving at the speed of light anyway, 0.1 seconds is super vital. And speaking of vital, he's using those chances to hit the vital points on Vegeta, so is able to take him out with minimum effort. And Vegeta thinks he has the upper hand at one point where he allows himself to be punched by Hit, but then when he does, he grabs him to hold him back, but then that doesn't work very well, and then he gets knocked unconscious and reverts to his normal form, and Hit becomes the victor. And then Krillin is asked by Goku to go give Vegeta a Senzu Bean, and it's at this point where they're discussing the time leap and how Jocko should arrest him for messing with time, but he's not because he did. I don't quite understand his reasoning. And then Beerus and Whis are talking around, and Beerus is talking about how Goku is pretty much the last contestant, and Whis makes a comment like, "Oh, but we still had the strongest fighter in the 7th universe standing over there." Beerus says something like, but you really know his true self. And Whis kind of makes a joke of his oh, could it be that he, just to motivate Goku and Vegeta, you hired a total amateur? And that makes perfect sense. So all this time we were wondering about MONAKA. He is just there to motivate Goku and Vegeta. He's not strong at all. He's just a goofy little big nipple dude. So that's quite interesting. No talk about transformations, no talk about dormant power. So Goku's it. So the second strongest fighter that Beerus has ever fought is still Goku, and the first strongest has got to be Whis. Just like how it was initially planned out like that. And then Goku steps into the ring and is being pretty playful with Hit. He doesn't take Hit's suggestion of transforming right away. He says that he uses too much stamina, and he's going to hold it off till later till he can figure out a strategy. And after a couple of times allowing himself to be hit, he figures out a strategy for counteracting his time leap, and he's actually able to land a few hits on hit, and it kind of frustrates him a little bit, but he's still a super calm dude. Like, he's not really a bad guy yet. I mean, he might be, but he doesn't really have the actions of a villain. He's just a really strong, calm dude. And at one point, Vegeta or Hit says, "You must be pretty young and naive to expose your strategy so soon." And then Goku says, "I'm not as old as I look." But then Hit says, "I'm over 1,000 years old." And that just kind of takes Goku by surprise. And after coming up with this strategy, Hit, takes his hands out of his pocket and decides to fight seriously. And Goku proclaims he'll do the same thing and start fighting as full power. And next episode, we see that Goku and Hit are fighting off, and he's in a Super Saiyan Blue form, and that he says that he's able to counter attack his technique, but it's not that simple, and that he's going to pull out his trump card that he's been hiding the entire time. What could this be? I'm pretty interested. Alright, guys, I really like this episode. It's really tense. Even though Vegeta is my favorite character, it's kind of sad seeing him get this shit kicked out of him so precisely. Goku is his same old Goku self. He's a master strategist. He's able to figure out a strategy in any fight, so it's no real surprise here. And next fight is going to be pretty intense. I'm really looking forward to. You can follow me at Twitter at twitter.com/SSJAutobot. You can Instagram me too, SSJAutobot, and make sure you subscribe to get your latest in Dragon Ball news, episodes, and reviews. I'll catch you next time.